Good morning, class. Can I ask if I am audible, loud and clear? Okay, thank you. I just want to ask, how are you today? Yes? Wow, that's great. Before we formally start our discussion, may I ask everyone to bow their heads and feel the presence of the Lord. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Class, may I know who is absent today? Wow, that's great, class. Before we proceed to our new topic, let's have a short review on the last topic that we've discussed. Anyone who can tell me what's our last topic? Yes, Mr. Karanan. Yes, very good. Our last topic is all about the literary criticism. So who among you can still remember what is a literary criticism? Yes, Mr. Abalorio. Wow, very well said. Thank you, Mr. Abalorio. Before we proceed to our new topic, let's first have an interactive activity. Are you excited, class? So, this activity is what we call picture prompt. I will be presenting picture of emojis and it has no any explanation or word to describe what is all about. What you're going to do is you will try to think and combine the emojis to create a word to reveal our hidden topic. I will give you 5 minutes to guess the hidden word. The first student that will get the correct answer will receive a prize and incentives. So, did you get it, class? Now, look at the presented picture in our PowerPoint presentation and start guessing. Still trying to figure out what is the emojis all about? You can do it, class. Yes, Miss Kaplas. What's your answer? Yes, you got it the correct answer, Miss Kaplas. The hidden words and also our topic for today is all about the literature review. So now, let's know our objectives for this lesson. Allow me to read the learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, the student must be able to A. Discuss the concept of literature review. B. Identify the different parts of literature review. And C. Create a literature review about the selected topic or literary text. Now, let's have our discussion. Does anyone in the class have an idea what is literature review? None? Maybe you have already encountered the word literature review when you were in junior high school, but I think you already forgot what it is. Let's begin by giving the definition of it. Ms. Tamayo, kindly read the definition of literature review that is presented. Thank you, Ms. Tamayo. Class, a literature review is a written overview of major writings and other sources on a selected topic. Sources covered in the review may include scholarly journal articles, books, government reports, websites, etc. The literature review provides a description, summary, and evaluation of each source. Next slide. Can you read what is in the slide, Mr. Sean? Thank you, Mr. Sean. Conducting a literature review should enable you to find out what research has already been done and identify what is unknown within your topic. Just like what we did in our activity a while ago, I let you think of what is the connections of that emoticons to formulate ideas. What is our topic all about? You think critically like you need to research to find out what is the answer. You provided an overview of the key findings and debates on the topic. The main goal of literature review is to establish familiarity with an understanding of current research in a particular field before carrying out a new investigation. So literature reviews should comprise the following elements. Can you read the first to third bullet, Miss Sibayan? Thank you, Miss Sibayan. For the last bullet, conclusions as to which pieces are best considered in the argument or most convincing of their opinions and make the greatest contribution to the understanding and development of their area of research. So far, class, do you have any question or clarification about the definition and purpose of literature review? Okay then, let's continue our discussion. Let's proceed to the structure of literature review. A literature review has three parts: the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Let's begin with the introduction. The following are the steps that will serve as your guide in writing your introduction. Can you read what's written on the slide, Mr. Biado? Thank you, Mr. Biado. So basically, in an essay, article, or a book, an introduction is a beginning section which states the purpose and goals of the following writing. This is generally followed by the body and conclusion. The introduction typically describes the scope of the document and gives a brief explanation or summary of the document. So next is body. Please read. What is body? Miss Sarceda. Thank you, Miss Sarceda. So in short, the body is the longest part of an essay. This is where you lead the reader through your ideas, elaborating arguments and evidence for your thesis. The body is always divided into paragraphs. Lastly is the conclusion. Please read, Miss Alcantara. Thank you, Miss Alcantara. So your conclusion is your chance to have the last word on the subject. The conclusion allows you to have the final say on the issues you have raised in your paper, to synthesize your thoughts, to demonstrate the importance of your ideas, and to propel your reader to a new view of the subject. Any questions or clarifications, class? If none, now let's proceed on tips on how to write a literature review. So we have here a video from YouTube that will help you to write a literature review easier. Okay, class, now let's proceed to our recall. Take note of this, guys, because these are the things that you need to consider. It seems like you really understand our lesson for today. Good job, class. Now, let's use the remaining time for another activity. After the activity, let's have an assessment also to check if you really master the topic. I will also give you an assignment to be passed on next meeting. That's the end of our discussion. I hope you've learned something from me. Thank you, class, and goodbye.